3 recaps, 3 games. Mike's all over the place. New segment? What? Yep. Let's cover it to you right now. Season 2, episode 8 of the Make It Rain podcast. Let's go. Buckle up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to season 2, episode 8 of the Make It Rain podcast. As always, that's Mayor's very own Anthony Collazo. Hello. I'm Joe O'Regan. 3 games for your Ontario Reign this week, including the second back-to-back of the year. I thought I got it confused with the Anaheim Ducks. My bad. Here we go. 1 against the CUDA, 2 against everybody's least favorite team. You should just feed them a bunch of laxatives. They'll get everybody off the beach. I still can't get over the fact that one video actually ended up happening, but you just look it up. Just feeding a seagull laxative. That's all you need to know. Anthony Collazo, how are we?
Joe, everybody watching, I'm doing good, man. Speaking of the Ducks, man, looks like your team might actually be pretty decent this year, and the Anaheim team being pretty good.
For the first time in forever.
That's exciting. I mean, I know that when my football Giants were good, it's like a weird feeling. You kind of have to cherish it because you guys have been bad for so long. So that's nice for you. Yeah, the Reign, another 3-game week. It looks like the season is officially official in full swing. The first few weeks were like 2-game weeks. Doesn't really feel like the season is fully going. Now we're in full swing. We got 3-game weeks left and right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, we're in the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Dude.
Anyways.
That song was gas back then, dude.
Back
was
in
that
the
like
heyday.
Or was that like COVID? That was COVID, right?
I want to say it was COVID. Ugh. All right. Anyways, hopping into the Zamboni cleaning real quick. First things first, let's cover the very obvious news. Kyle Burrows, the 6th borough of New York. Kyle, the 6th borough of New York is what we're going to call it. Made his Ontario Reign debut Tuesday against the San Jose Barracuda. Spoiler, did pretty good. Angus Booth nearing a return per Andrew Lord in the post-game interviews on Saturday, correct? On Saturday. So right now, just put him day-to-day, ready to return anytime soon. If you were to throw somebody on a rehab assignment, now would probably be the time for him. Kenta Isogai with Booth to the quote-unquote injured list, or Caleb Lawrence in this case. Kenta Isogai has been called up to the Reign from the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Don't expect him to play. Let's just put that in short. Maybe if he does, if it feels like everybody else goes down, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Anyways, pretty short Zamboni cleaning this week. Not much to really talk about outside the fact that the Anaheim Ducks are 10-3-1. I'm the happiest man alive when it comes to hockey. We got
our Ducks talk out of the way.
All right, we got it out the way. We're just going to not bring up the fact that the Rangers have been shut out 5 times already at home this year.
Nobody cares. Nah.
You do. Nah. All right. You're full of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to season 2, episode 8 of the Make It Rain podcast. No time to waste here, especially with that new segment coming. This episode of the Make It Rain podcast is brought to you by Goalie Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready? Goalie Law is here to help. Specialize in estate planning. Goalie Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money and time to probate when you pass away, just like on the ice. Preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Visit GoalieLaw.com today to start planning for the future. Get estate planning pricing and a free consultation right on their website. It's literally that simple. The price is right on their website. Goalie Law makes estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. As always, the link's in the description, or you can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Real quick, before you roll into that first recap, I ended up watching back to episode 1 of the Make It Rain podcast. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
No.
Because we both looked like...
Don't watch it.
We both looked like buffoons. I can't lie. And I watched myself read that ad read, and my gosh, I was horrible. It was
definitely don't watch
it. Don't watch it. All right. Anyways, now that I got my little tangent out of the way, let's hop into the first Reign Rapid recap, the midweek matchup Tuesday. And I believe this is mine. All right. The boys returned home, and guess what, folks? They grabbed the CUDA by the tail and dragged him all the way back to Ontario, right down that I-5. In the opening, nothing. In the middle frame. Wait, who is that in the slot? It is Real Deal Akil. He reminds Gabriel Carrier to close his legs, and the Reign take a 1-0 lead. In the final frame, Igor Chernyshov throws a banana on the ice. It catches Portillo's skate. He goes, whoop, boop, falls. Chernyshov scores. It's 1-1. Insert SpongeBob voice. Overtime. Yes, overtime. And in the extra time, Taylor Ward sends the crowd home happy, going top cheese where mama hides the cookie jar. And the Ontario Reign take a goaltender fest 2-1 in overtime. The boys are off to a hot start this week. Let's put it in short.
Yeah, hot start is certainly a choice of words. I wouldn't even really consider it that hot of a start. If you were at this game or you watched this game,
they didn't deserve to win this game, I'll tell you that.
This might have been the most boring game I've ever been to. Like, I don't know. I mean, there wasn't, my goodness, there wasn't anything this game. You don't think so?
Did you forget about the Henderson game that just happened 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, but they were just bad. It's like they were never going to win.
No, that game was boring.
Yeah, I guess.
That game I would have rather watched paint dry. That game, actually, like, the Reign scored and did something.
Yeah,
it's the most boring Reign win.
I mean, 3 shots on goal in the first. I mean, that first period, I almost fell asleep. Like, just being completely honest. There wasn't a shot on goal for a long time in between. It
was 1-1 through halfway through the first period.
Yeah, it was awful. Record. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I am going to do the goals in this game in the middle frame.
Feels nice. I can kick my feet back.
There you go. Kick your feet back. You can just relax a little bit. Middle frame. Jack Millar from the right circle. He kind of puts it out in front. Francesco Pinelli gets a stick on it. Kind of a broken play. Akil Thomas is right there. Just like Joe said, high slot. And it gets by the goaltender. The Reign have had a lot of broken plays recently that have been.
Okay. Let me stand up. That's not even comfortable for me anymore. Yeah. No, the Reign have had a bunch of broken plays. This is a perfect example, too. This is just a puck that finds the high slot. Thomas gathers. I mean, purposely aims 5-hole, a very common theme to do amongst goaltenders. Broken play leads to a goal. It's probably the 8th time the Reign have done that this year already. We're a month in.
Oh, yeah, and there's going to be more. And there's going to be more down the road.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm not spoiling any more than that. Well, you know, if you watch the games, you know. We'll put
then that was it for the middle frame. In the third, Igor Chernyshov.
Chernyshov. There you go.
He is behind the net. The puck rims around, and it kind of it just stays on the board. Portillo plays the puck. Gets kind of lazy, takes his time, comes around. Chernyshov sees this and just rifles one straight to the net. And Portillo was caught off guard. Bad goal to give up.
Falling down, trying to stop it. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is not the only case where goaltenders falling asleep. We'll get into Friday's game really quickly because Copley, goodness, dude.
Yeah, not great.
There is a goal on there. There is a goal in there. Whether you remember it or not, I do. There is one in there.
And then that will send the game into overtime in transition. Akil Thomas to Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward snipes.
Hold.
Snipes.
Game over.
And Gabriel Carrier, you know, I mean, I think it's a point to note that this was game 3 of this kind of like mini set. They played, was it a Friday, Saturday back-to-back in San Jose?
Friday, Saturday, Tuesday.
So Friday, Saturday in San Jose last week, which we covered. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Today was kind of the rubber match, and Gabriel Carrier was lights out on Saturday. Played really, really well. Or was it Friday? It was one of those two. It was Saturday.
No, it was Saturday.
He played it back-to-back. He was that good. And Ville Husso sort of played it back-to-back as well this week. We'll get to that when we get there.
There's a little bit of a here and there to that one. Ville Husso. I mean, if you brought up the question that who should be in the NHL for the Ducks right now on Thursday, Peter Mrazek or Ville Husso, I would have told you Husso 100%. After watching Peter Mrazek against the Golden Knights on Saturday, I changed my mind. Put that in short. So
back to Tuesday.
I mean, the Ducks have 3 NHL quality goaltenders.
Back to Tuesday, not to get too ahead of ourselves.
Great problem to have.
Yeah, Carrier has
Yes.
been unbelievable. So I mean, that shot from Ward, you really got to put it where you want to get it past Carrier, and he did.
Yes, absolutely. And if you want to continue that video, roll it to probably about another 30 seconds or so. Joe Hickett's major turnover right in the slot. Who shot the puck? I don't have the video today. So that's why Collazo's breaking the goals down here. Who shot it? Because Portillo goes full sprawl and basically catches it with either his pad or his shoulder, going full spread eagle and knocks it in. Like, unbelievable save.
And
this was second
period. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember this play. Yeah, he gets with a bad turnover, like right in front of Portillo. Yeah, what a play.
I mean, we're gonna put this in short. Like, no, do you know who shot it?
It was.
Just give me a number at this rate.
15 on the Barracuda.
15.
And
okay, so I don't know who that is.
I'll give you an answer. Right
I
now.
was banking on. I'm not gonna lie. I was banking on Quentin Musty being the guy. So, womp womp.
Shane Bowers
sucks, but Shane Bowers. Okay, there you go. There's your answer. Yeah. So let's just put this in short. Great game out of Eric Portillo. That's the reason why the Reign even got to overtime in the first place. Shot totals 8-3 in the first in favor of San Jose. 10-9 San Jose in the second. 8-6 San Jose in the third. Reign 2-1, including that winner in OT. 0 pound. I swear. The ref swallowed the whistle in this game.
I mean, they've been swallowing their whistle like a lot this season. I feel like, I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
You know,
here comes Friday.
Yeah. But then Saturday.
Yeah, we'll get into that, and then Saturday. Yeah,
I don't think there's much to really get into in this game unless you have something else.
No, I don't really have very much. I mean, the thing was throughout that second and third period, Reign were trying to gather up pressure, kept going around the boards, keeping stuff to the outside, trying to get the Barracuda out of the middle. They got him out of the middle a couple of times. The Reign just misfired a few shots in the third period. That's unfortunate. But my main takeaway is if you can win the boards, you will win the middle at some point. Which you win the middle, that's where the danger happens. Highway to the danger zone. Eric Portillo, 26 for 27, third star. Akil Thomas, a goal and an assist, second star. Taylor Ward, the OT winner, the first star. That's all you need to know about Friday's game. Tuesday's game. The beginning of a home series commences in Pechanga Arena as the Reign take on the Goals suck. In the opening frame, Judd Caulfield gets his 4th of the year short-handed on a breakaway, and it's 1-0 San Diego. In the middle frame, yes, another short-handed goal for the wrong team. Nico Mijatovic, and it's 2-0. What? Marty McCromiak gets the boys on the board on the power play. Playing the parade down concourse, all right. And Nathan Gocher, forgotten first rounder, cracks his first goal of the year, and it's 3-1 through 2. In the final frame, seesaw. Okay. Tim Wash. Tim Washy, 4-1. Kenny Connors, 4-2. Justin Bailey, 5-2. Joe Hickett's, ping on the power play, 5-3. Tim Washy, 2-time, 6-3. Martin Kromiak, 6-4. Okay, we're done. Seesaw stopped. Game over. 6-4. The final. I'm not kidding when we say that game was an actual seesaw in the third period.
Yeah, it was.
San Diego scores. Reign scores. San Diego scores. Reign scores. San Diego scores. Reign score. What is going on?
Yeah, it was a lot of back-to-backs, a belly-to-belly, band for band, whatever you want to call it.
We can go.
You were waiting for Ontario to just score 2 unanswered and kind of get within 1, but obviously, as you heard from Joe, it never happened.
Didn't happen.
We will get into the goals. As Joe said, the first 2 goals from the Gulls were short-handed. First one, a nice play as the puck is kind of tailing back into the Reign's defensive zone. Tim Walsh kind of lifts Lee's stick. Don't know if he got a puck on it, but he did get the assist. And then Judd Caulfield puts it in. Short-handed goal, number 1 for San Diego. Not great at all. Then, second period, same exact thing. Somehow there was a little bit of space in the neutral zone, and that was enough for Nico Mijatovic to get into the offensive zone, get it past Bolduc, and get it past Phoenix Copley, who we're going to have some tough discussions about in about 3 minutes. I mean,
About
go
that.
ahead.
And one more thing, the Reign nearly allowed another shorthanded goal in this process
They
as
did.
well.
It was almost 3 straight.
Yeah, not good. But in that exact thing, it's Martin Kromiak on the power
Yeah,
play.
Martin Kromiak on the power play. Like you said, almost another shorthanded goal from Nathan Gauthier. Copley,
Going the other way.
nice save. Then in transition, going the other way. Martin Kromiak snipes Viel Husso. And it is 2-1 goals. You got anything about that goal?
No, shocker. Martin Kromiak, another power play goal. It almost feels like the quote unquote Chris Kreider on this sort of power play unit now. I mean, just the guy just finds a way to score on the power play. He leads the Reign power play goals. I'm pretty sure 3 of his 4 goals are on the power play this year.
Yeah, and then Judd Caulfield from in front of his own bench passes it to Gauthier.
There you go.
Into the zone, and Gauthier with another slick snipe. Copley, I mean, you can argue that Copley could save most of these. You know, I mean, when Copley's right, he can save most of these for sure. He's having a little bit of a tough go at it as of late.
It's been a tough few weeks for the kid. Let's just put it in short.
3-1 San Diego. Tim Washi brings it into the zone, and from the left of the left circle, you don't hear this often. Just from a really weird angle, shoots it over the blocker of Phoenix Copley. Joe, what do you think happened here? Was Copley screened at all? Do you feel like? I mean, how does this happen?
No.
Lack of focus?
I have no. I was gonna say lack of focus is, for lack of better reasoning, probably the way I have to go about this. I mean, I don't understand how the puck even got by him. It was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember you texting me. You texted me right after that goal, and you said something along the lines of, "I'm just so sick of Copley right now. Like he is so bad."
Yeah.
I was like, I can't necessarily disagree with you.
I mean, it honestly, it was not fun to watch. Like, I mean, it was a bad.
But
show.
About 45 seconds later, Martin Kromiak from the corner boards puts it out in front for Kenny Connors with a lot of real estate room, high slot, and again, a very nice snipe from the young kid, I believe 21-year-old from UMass Amherst.
Correct.
And just like that, the Reign are back within 2.
In Glen Hills, Pennsylvania.
And could you guess what happens
Justin
next?
Bailey on a breakaway.
1 minute later, Justin Bailey, nice little backhand tuck on a breakaway. And it is 5-2 San Diego. And can you guess what happens next? 4-on-3 power play for the Reign.
Okay, so this at one point was a 5-on-3 as well. And the Reign just couldn't do anything. Then take a penalty, which was 10:56. No, apologies. So Connors and Gauthier roughing. About a minute later was Sasha Pastahov, who had the double minor, caught Odo Celine up high. Right? Was Celine playing this game? Yeah, okay. It was Odo Celine caught. And then it was right at the end of Connors and Gauthier. They both were still in the box. There was about 2 seconds left when Hickett scored. And he just gets it in the high slot. Like, the Reign just threw a flurry of shots at Ville Husso. And then Hickett ends up with this. And he's like, house is crashed. I mean, I'm in the slot. Clap. Boom. Ping.
Yeah,
goal.
kind of like what we talked about 5 minutes ago. Another broken play. It is Akil Thomas. He tries to get it out in front too. I'm assuming Cole Gutman. Kromiak gets a stick on it. And with his stick, kind of kicks to Noah Warren, who's in front of the net. Warren kicks it out, literally kicks it out. And just like Joe said, Hickett is right there and just collapse it into the goal. So once again, 5-3, another 2-score game. Tim Washi, again, two-time from a little inside of the left circle, beats Copley glove side 6-3. Then, I mean, right after pretty much, Martin Kromiak makes it 6-4, but that's all she wrote. 6-4 the final.
18 seconds.
Goals win.
18 seconds later. And then the Reign pulled the net with about 2:40 left and couldn't get anything going in the offensive zone.
Yeah, Martin Kromiak, even though the Reign lost, Martin Kromiak, Kings prospect, 24 years old, 4 points. He it was nice to see Chromiak, who was without Godin this game because Andrew Lord decided to switch up the lines a little bit after their offensive woes in game one this week against San Jose. Switched it up a little bit. Godin and Chromiak have been on the same line for the better part of, the latter half of last year and then coming into this year. And that's where Chromiak kind of really took off last year with Godin. So he was with Akil Thomas as a centerman and Taylor Ward, 4 points. It was good to see him kind of still put up a good amount of production without Godin.
Yes, 100% agree. And I mean, that's perfect proof that now we don't even have to mess with that second line of Lee, Thomas, No.
Well, in game two,
was Gutman and Thomas on the same line?
And game three, it was Andre Lee, Godin,
Lee,
Gutman.
No, Ward, Thomas, Chromiak. That's what I was trying to get at. Lee, Godin, Gutman. Yeah, that line I think will be very nice. Now, those lines are going to change when Caleb Lawrence eventually comes back because Jack Hughes is going to take a back seat on that. I also think this is kind of a mismanagement by Andrew Lord personally for not playing Jacob Doty this game. Instead, he plays Cohen Zemer, his fourth professional game. I think it was a bad move just because it takes out so much physicality and these two teams don't like each other. I mean, obviously, he's brand new, the Reign. I get it. I'm going to cut him some slack, but this is rivalry territory. Hits are going to be laid out. For God's sake, the San Diego Gulls have Mike Babcock as their assistant coach. Like, this game was never going to be played clean in any way. There were scrums all over the place. Like, I don't understand why he didn't play Doty in this game. Or at least some sort of enforcer.
Push back for lack of better words. Spoiler: Doty also didn't play in the game in Ontario. You did text me, and I didn't see it when I was at the game on Tuesday that Doty looked to be shaken up. I didn't see it, so maybe that's part of the reason why he hasn't been playing. Because I thought for sure he was going to get a crack at Travis Howe again, at least in one of these games in a back to back, and he didn't. So maybe he's a little bit banged up.
What does that mean? Shout out the season ticket crew in 105 for shooting me a text on that one. He's like, yeah, Doty didn't come out for the third period, and I'm like, yeah, that would explain it. Like, this wasn't this week; it was last week, as well. There was a home game last week, and I'm forgetting which one.
I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure you texted me on Tuesday because then Hovind did text me before Friday's pregame and said, did you see anything? And I was like, I didn't see anything, but I know that my co-host on my podcast said that Jacob Doty might be.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Reign were on the 5-game road trip. Yeah, so it was Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, because I was being asked, and he's like, dude, do you know what happened to Doty? What happened to Doty? What happened to Doty? Because Doty fan club over there. But, hey, I can get behind it. By the way, Club 37, the pre-order thing on the Ontario Reign website, I've got myself a shirt. You will see it in the podcast at some point at the end of the month. Just telling you that now. Shirt is sick. Love it. But what I'm trying to get at here, we don't think Jacob Doty is healthy right now. We obviously do not know unless there's something that we literally cannot say, which I think there might be. But we're not going to go disclosing stuff that we have no confirmed certainty on.
There was...
That's all you need to know about that.
There was a lot to unpack in this game. I mean, Ward had a no goal, I believe, in the second period. Kind of changed the momentum a little bit. If that goal goes in, the game probably plays out differently. 30 shots on goal before the third period. The Reign were just giving Husso a flurry of shots.
The Reign put up 45 shots on goal. Congratulations,
and
Billy
that kind of brings me into my next point. I mean, the offense was...
This team has resilience.
I mean, the offense was there. You can chalk it up to bad goalie play. You can chalk it up to maybe some dumb puck luck. Bad special teams. You can definitely chalk it up to bad special teams. If those two no-goals don't happen, a game plays out differently.
Yep. If you don't give up two shorthand goals, it's very different.
Yeah, and then like you just said 5 seconds ago, this Reign team won't give up. So they're resilient. That's good to see.
45 shots on goal is very impressive. Like, just needless to say. Yeah. Wait. Whoa. Sorry. I clicked out of this game on the AHL recap. Shot totals. Reign 16, 14, 15, San Diego 13, 10, and 9. I mean, the Reign had a lot going for them in that game. They just could not capitalize until 11:53 into the second. Testament to Billy Huso, testament to what San Diego's doing with that goaltending. And that's the reason right now why the San Diego Gulls are realistically afloat. When you got good goaltending, your offense can generate more chances because you don't have to sit back as much in reliance of you getting in front of pucks or whatever. You can get going on the rush and focus very solely on it.
All right.
If you want to put it that way. Yep, that wraps up game 2. All right, here we go. Let's drive right up the I-5. Here we go. Let's do it one more time in our house. In the first, 2 snipes from the Godfather. Pew, pew. Gives the Reign a quick 2-0 lead and puts them on hat-trick watch early. In the middle frame, Jammer, that sniper, goes bar down to make it 3-0. Okay, Reign fans, if you want to skip about 15 seconds or so, you could do it right now, or you can just hold the screen and make it go 2x. Here we go. Jan Mysak cuts into the lead to make it 3-1. Noah Warren makes it 3-2. And after Glenn Godin gets called back on a goal and misses a penalty shot for the hat trick, Tim Washi scores to tie it on a loose puck in front. All right, now that I said it, cue SpongeBob voice for the second time this episode. Overtime. And in the extra frame, Kyle, the 6th borough of New York, burrows the winner in overtime, and the Reign get 2 points and win the week by the final of 4-3.
Yeah, very nice game from Ontario.
Great first 30 minutes, and then they fell apart. And then, well, thank God you got an NHL defenseman on your team, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
For sure. First Saturday game, first Saturday night game at Toyota Arena, 6 p.m. Hockey, or not hockey, well, technically hockey. Hockey fights cancer, Reign Hope Night, or Hope Reigns, my bad. So, purple jerseys, cancer. Packed out crowd. It was nice to see that again after what happened last year in the playoffs at Crypto.com Arena. So we'll get into the goals. About 9 minutes into the first period, Andre Lee brings it up in transition, passes it to Glenn Godin, who was trailing, and beats Callie Klang. Glove side. Crowd erupts. Everybody's into it. It is 1-0 Ontario. Then, about 3 minutes later, Dvorak from the point. It's Dvorak to Godin, to Gubman, back to Godin. One-timer from a sharp angle.
The red line.
Below
from the red line.
The circle. And off Callie Klang's right shoulder into the net. 2-0. We are officially on hat-trick watch in Ontario. Then the goals, they come swooping in, looking for bags of lunch. I lied, actually. Who was this? Who was this? The goals in this game.
Great save by Portillo.
It's to Yamson. I believe it was Kenny Connors. No, Cohen Zimmer. It was Cohen Zimmer who gives Yamson the pass. Yamson, not a 1T, kind of a one-touch then shot. And it's 3-0 Reign. Nice shot from the left circle. Beats Callie Klang. Kind of barred down.
That sniper. Glenn Godin then gets a tip and goal called back for being too high stick, which eventually chases Callie Klang from the net. Insert Billy Huso.
Yes. Go. Then, right after the Yamson goal, Jan Mysak tip and goal from a shot from Sasha Pastujov. It is 3-1 Reign. Goals cut the lead to 2. Then, this one was a little bit controversial. Noah Warren from the high slot puts it in past Portillo. Portillo, once again, a little bit lazy when he was playing the puck. I don't know what exactly he was thinking here.
It's a back-to-back.
He kind of calls for a goalie interference. I believe who was in front? 26? 28.
26 would. 28 is Caulfield.
Judd Caulfield. So you wanted a goalie interference called on Judd Caulfield. Does not get called. They did review it, I think, briefly. It was not called. Not enough. 3-2. Glenn Godin has a couple chances. Like Joe said, tip in. That was called back for a high stick. It wasn't even really a tip in. It was like a bat. They whacked it out of the air. Called back. Then late in the third period,
Gets
hooked
hooked.
while on a breakaway. They call
What
a
in the
penalty shot, and Godin comes in.
Tries to pull it for
He
him,
does
and
his
Huso
signature
sees it all the way.
shootout move. Huso's all over it.
Right
Kind
circle,
of takes
pulls
the
it
crowd
back.
out of it a little bit, 'cause I think the crowd knew what was on the line there. Takes the crowd out of it, and then the Gulls empty the net off the face-off draw. It was shot by Warren, pad saved by Portillo, and
Whack,
Washi gets a
whack.
greaser goal. Tie game, 3-3. Gulls fans are happy. This game is going to OT.
60-01, 60-02, 60-03. All right, here we go.
In transition, it's Gutman. Hicketts heads to the bench. Burrows comes out. Gutman turns, sees Burrows. I mean, just a bunch of realists. I don't know if they didn't see Burrows or something.
I mean, like we're talking Step Brothers. So much floor space. Like, that man could have done a push-up. That man could have done an OV dive. He would have still had room to get the puck.
It looks like when Hicketts went for a change, it looks like whoever was marking Hicketts also went for a change. Might have been Tim Washi. And Kyle Burrows, basically a 3-on-2 power play if you've ever seen one. Just comes in and shoots it from in between the circles. Snipes Huso. Crowd goes crazy. I kind of went crazy a little bit. That was pretty hype. Reign win 4-3.
Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Book it. Game over. Reign win. And now to address the hat trick thing that we'll probably never get, I swear. The last time the Ontario Reign scored a hat trick at home was Samuel Fagimo against the San Jose Barracuda in March of 2024. The last one that has ever happened for the Ontario Reign. Yes, this is not a joke. Alex Turcotte in Colorado 568 days ago on April 20th, 2024.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. The Reign also scored like 6 hat tricks that year, so they're just like, yeah, you're not.
I was about to get there. I feel like that year they had a bunch of hat tricks. It was like almost a norm. I mean, we had Fagimo as well, who obviously broke the record.
Put up 43 goals, so no big deal. Yeah. I mean, however, Steven Santini was scoring hat tricks too, so.
Yeah, Dvorak was scratched from game 2 in San Diego. Then in game 3, kind of a shocker, let defenseman 1. He was paired with Jack Millar. Joe Hicketts moves down to LD3. He was with who was he with?
Celine?
He was with Odo Celine.
You with Odo? Odo Celine. Yep.
I forgot.
No Samuel Bolduc.
No Samuel Bolduc. I forgot why Lord did that.
There's got to be something in there.
Go ahead. You can talk. Hit up your next point. I'll find why.
Yeah. So with the Ontario Reign, obviously, we're going to just sit and harp on the fact that they got to play 60-minute efforts. They played a 30-minute effort. Then the last 30 minutes was abysmal. We're going to just, for a lack of better words, abysmal. And they give up 3 goals. Honestly, the Reign did not deserve two points in this game at all. And this is a common theme. This reminds me of what the Ducks were doing last year. Yeah, sorry. The Ducks references are going to be off the page, folks. I apologize. But it reminds me of the Ducks like last year or 2 years ago where they won 7 straight, but they were winning in such unsustainable ways. Difference. The Ontario Reign know how to win in sustainable ways because we've seen it against Colorado, against Abbotsford. We've seen it. We're not like vain to it. We've seen the Reign perform. Just a little bit of a dry spell. I wouldn't call for the panic button now, but you can't win games like this. It's not sustainable.
Yeah, and I think they know that. I mean, Lordo was pretty happy after the game. Glenn Godden kind of came into the media room, and he, I mean, he wasn't disappointed. I mean, they won, obviously, but you can tell that he was like, this game shouldn't have been close. We should not have gone to overtime. Like, we should have put this game away a long time ago. And so I think they know the expectation out of them. Yeah, to your point.
They got to be high. I mean,
it's just not sustainable.
Yeah. The expectation is very high for the Ontario Reign when you make the playoffs in back-to-back years in a top seed where you're getting home ice advantage. I almost just said home field. Nice. home ice advantage. Yeah, your expectations are going to be really high out of your fans, and you're getting more fans game by game by game because you know how to perform. Period. End of story. So, rain win, cool, whatever. Anyways, let's roll into some fan questions. This is our new segment. I ended up posting something on the Instagram about 2 weeks ago, made it to Facebook, made it to X, got nothing on X, surprisingly. Instagram and Facebook, we got some questions back. We're going to get to answer them now from the Empire. Is it group? Community?
It's community. Yeah, I think
on
I think that's what
Facebook?
it's called.
I think it's community. From the Ontario Empire and Facebook. Wow. I mean, I just almost had an aneurysm trying to speak that. Anyways, first question from Alex Miller on Facebook. If the Ontario Reign did a Whalers Nordique style throwback when the Hurricanes and Avalanche did it, who should they play and what jerseys should they be? I'm answering this question because I've been a fan of this for way longer than you have, respectfully. Henderson Silver Knights with the San Antonio Rampage bullhorn jerseys. Those jerseys were sick. The Ontario Reign go back to the blue and orange dragon. It would be perfect. It's a nice little sort of homage to what the Reign did have. And for those who don't remember the San Antonio Rampage, they played the Reign a lot back pre-COVID, that 2019 to 2021 era. Yeah, I know I said pre-COVID and then just proceeded to bring up a year after 2020, but hey, give me a break. So, yeah. Next question, Collazo, take it.
Yeah, from Janet Plot on Facebook. Why did each player choose their number? And it's actually more simple than you might think. Most of them,
The equipment manager,
most of them don't.
Numbers.
They are given numbers from, like, they walk in maybe to their first day of training camp or development camp or whatever it is, and
oh, you have a number.
The equipment team kind of goes, your jersey's right over there in your locker, and they go to their locker, and boom, that's the number they have most of the time. I'm not sure why, like,
however,
Francesco Pinelli changed his number from 73 to 271.
Well, Pinelli wore 71 in juniors with the Kitchener Rangers. So I do know that answer when he was captain in the OHL. Another one, Eric Portillo, number 1. It was the number he was given at Michigan, and number 1 is a pretty common goalie number.
But it was the number he was given. So, yeah.
Once again, yeah. The number given at Michigan. I mean, I don't know how else I'm supposed to state this. Like, I don't know why Kenny Connors wears 17 when he had 78 in the rookie face-off. I don't know that type of stuff. I don't know why Andre Lee wears 26. Don't know why Akil wears 14. I don't know that type of stuff. If I did, man, I'd love to share it, but I don't. So, womp womp. Next question from Eric Robin on Facebook. How impressed are we with Jared Wright? You can answer this one.
Jared Wright, I mean, he's been kind of an interesting cat so far this season. I thought he was going to be a little more on the score sheet, but either way, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see how quick and fast he is. He's explosive, and he's someone that I know for a fact from just inside information that I guess sometimes the Kings are very high on Jared Wright. They love Jared Wright. They love his speed. They love his physicality, which is one of the biggest things that goes unnoticed about Jared Wright is that not only is he fast, he's also, like, obviously he's really fast, but he's also really big.
Gets into the nitty gritty.
He's able to really finish checks really well. He's able to lay a body out. So he's someone that in a couple years' time you can definitely see with the Kings or with a different organization. I don't know if he's gonna be a top 6 guy. He'll probably be more of a bottom 6 guy, but
yeah,
he's definitely a future NHLer.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Wright has third line written all over him. To back up the height part, he's 6'3", 190, and considering that he's 6'3" and moves that quick on the forecheck and stuff, is very, very cool for the Ontario Reign to just have that in their back pocket from here on
Jared
out.
Wright, 2 goals, no assists so far this season. On October 26th, he tallied the empty netter in Abbotsford to kind of put the game away. His first professional goal. And then the very next game, October 29th at Henderson, he tallied his first, real professional goal, an actual goal. So I think Wright, as the season moves into full swing, I think in game 3 versus San Diego, he had a really good shift. midway through the first period where he generated multiple chances for his line. So I think he's going to really get into it as the season moves forward.
Yep. And final question from Lex 1.9K on Insta. Collazo literally got a picture with her a couple weeks ago. Was it the Colorado game? I don't remember what it was. Who do you think will be top 3 at the end of this season? I'm going to go presuming that nobody gets traded / move. This is just the Ontario Reign right now. In the top 3, well, Martin Chromiak and Taylor Ward are 2 spots instantly. I mean, obviously, both their play right now speaks for itself. They're both really seasoned at the professional level. Chromiak is beyond due for a call-up at this rate. And Taylor Ward is 6 goals in his last 6 games. The kid's on fire, so can't complain about that whatsoever. Who would the third player be? I mean, Akil Thomas could be the obvious answer, but I don't want to go with him.
Yeah, and I also think it's assuming what you really mean by top 3, because I think that some people might have a different outlook on top 3. Like if we're just talking about straight up, like if you're just a straight up Reign fan, you can go Glenn Godden, obviously.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to be up there. You mentioned Ward. I like Bo Duke as a defenseman, like an offensive defenseman.
That's fair.
I think he's also going to turn it on as well as the season moves forward. Or if you're going just straight prospects,
Joe Hicketts. Well, if you want to go prospects, Kenny Connors
is right good. Cohen Zimmer has looked like I really like Zimmer's game. I think he's going to be really special for this organization. Otto Celine, the goals are going to come for Celine. You know, he joins the rush often. He's going to really put up some points. So it really depends. But if we're going pure Reign, Taylor Ward has been amazing. Glenn Godden is going to be up there. Looks like Akil Thomas is starting to get back into the swing of things. So Martin Chromiak is another guy. So probably those 4. Yeah, probably those 4 are the obvious answers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in no particular order either. Ward, Chromiak, Godden. I mean, both Dukes in there too. If you want to throw a prospect, throw Kenny Connors or Otto Celine or Cohen Zimmer in there. There's a lot more than 3 players for us to pick out. I understand that's why you picked the question, but we got way more than 3 players to be really high on right now. Anyways, that wraps up the fan questions. Thank you very much. I might post something again. We'll do this sometime again. Let's head into the rain weather reports. We're getting up there in time right now. Mr. Collazo, you got the 100%.
Yeah, I just mentioned his name. We'll go Akil Thomas. 1 goal, 3 assists.
Yep.
He's looked better as of late. He started off the season hot. I believe he had 2 goals in his first 2 games, I believe, and then he kind of slowed down a little bit. The goals aren't exactly coming for him as he might like, especially for someone who has NHL aspirations and someone who's been in the NHL. But yeah, 1 goal, 1 assist on opening night, 1 goal the very next game. And he didn't have a goal until as recently as the game on Tuesday, where he scored a goal and an assist versus San Jose. And then in San Diego, he had 2 assists in the shootout, or in the barn burner, I guess I should say. So yeah, he looks like he's starting to turn the corner a little bit. And if he does, this team is going to be really, really good moving forward.
Yeah. Akil Thomas, so far this year, 9 points in 12 games, 3 goals and 6 assists. -2. I'm not very worried about that right now because he does usually join the rush and then odd man rushes happen when you go the other way. Happens. But he's got the will to score. Like, the goal and 3 assists, the guy chases the points and gets the points. Like, there's no other way to put around it. A goal and 3 assists. Akil Thomas contributed really well into the Ontario Reign wins in both against San Jose and San Diego, 2 Sands. So, yeah, I got nothing more on Akil Thomas. You 50% Eric Portillo, 2 games, 2 dubs, 2 overtime dubs. A combined saves 26 plus 29 is 55, and 27 plus 32. Just help me out here. 27 plus 32. So he went 56 for 59 or 55 for 59. Anyways.
Yeah.
It was enough for the Ontario Reign to get 2 wins. He definitely could have allowed way more goals. I'll tell you that much. He, outside of the 1 goal against Chernyshov, where he just kind of got a little lackluster to the puck, like, I got no problems with it. That's the only reason why he probably didn't get the 100% this week. But Eric Portillo is a very good reason why the Ontario Reign
Yeah,
won twice this
Portillo
week.
had a little bit of a nice streak going, 6 straight games of 2 or less goals. That ended Saturday night versus San Diego, gave up 3 goals. He was so close to going 7 straight games. But yeah, Portillo has been rock solid for the Reign this season, and this week was no different.
Yeah, 100% agree.
0%, there's an obvious one. Phoenix Copley, he has not been good at all. 16 goals in his last 3 games. Just this week, 26 for 32. 6-4 loss in San Diego. Yeah, he needs to be better. You know, he's giving up goals that he shouldn't give up. If he's right, he's not giving them up. We saw that in the playoffs last season versus San Jose at Crypto.com Arena. Copley, he's going to figure it out. He's going through a little bit of a dry spell right now, which I think if you were claimed off waivers across the country, then traded back to the team you were just on across the country again, might happen. But I'm not too worried about Copley. He's going to figure it out. He's a veteran. He's a pro. He's a pro's pro, as they call them. He'll be fine.
Yeah. 100% agree. We're getting up there on time. I don't need to explain myself on Phoenix Copley. That wraps up the Wayne Report. RDA, Real Deal Akil at the 100%. Eric Portillo at the 50, Phoenix Copley at the 0. Let's move into next week. The return of the full Pacific Division schedule, because I actually had time to bother doing this time. Tuesday, Veterans Day. Maybe not in Calgary, but in here. Veterans Day, November 11th. Ontario is in Calgary at the Saddle Dome to take on the Wranglers at 5 p.m. puck drop. Here, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Bakersfield and Coachella Valley at Acrisure Arena, and San Jose against Abbotsford at the Abbotsford Center. Wednesday, Ontario, another back-to-back. They play Calgary again at 6 p.m. this time. And San Jose also has a back-to-back in Abbotsford. Friday, Tucson and Colorado at Blue Arena. Bakersfield and San Diego at Pechanga Arena. Saturday, all 10 teams are basically playing. Let's just say it that way. Abbotsford at Pechanga Arena against San Diego. The Reign of a 6 p.m. puck drop against the San Jose Barracuda at Texas Arena. Calgary is at the Stronghold League's Family Forum in Henderson. By the way, the Silver Knights have been slouching lately. My goodness. Tucson, we'll get into the standings, by the way, so I'll hold myself there. Tucson is at Blue Arena. Coachella Valley is at Dignity Health Arena here in Bakersfield, California. And then Sunday, Calgary on the back-to-back once again plays Henderson, and Abbotsford plays Coachella Valley to wrap up their SoCal road trip. All right, with that, let's move into the current standings not even projections, just standings. Oh, woo. And my iPad is gone. Crazy. Nice.
I got you, Joe. I got you. No worries. In first place, Colorado Eagles kind of running away with it early on. 14 games played, 11-2, and 1 shootout lost. 23 points. Man, the Eagles are going to be a problem again for every team this year.
Shocker. I mean, or do they pull a Calgary Wranglers like last year and just go for a run and fall off the face of the earth?
Second and third place, same exact record, same exact points. Henderson Silver Knights, unbelievable. And the Ontario Reign, 12 games played, 7-4 and 115 points. In fourth, Calgary Wranglers, 12 games played, 6-4-2, 14 points. Bakersfield Condors, 11 games played, 5-4-2. They sit 12 points. Then the Tucson Roadrunners and the Coachella Valley Firebirds, 6-7, same exact record. I lied. Tucson Roadrunners, 12 games, 5-5-2. Coachella Valley Firebirds, 5-4-2. Same points, 12 points. Then 8th and 9th.
Outside looking
and 9th, same points, different records. Barracuda in 8th, 5-5-1, 11 points. The goal is 4-4-3, 11 points. I don't think the goals are going to amount to anything again this year, which is kind of a disappointment. They need to be good for the Reign and Gulls rivalry to really, rekindle, for lack of better words. Then in last place, the reigning Calder Cup champions, 2-8-0-2, 6 points. I mean, they can definitely overcome this, but that is a really tough start. That's going to be tough to overcome, even this early in the season.
Yep, they would have to make up about 5 points to get into playoff contention right now. Yeah, good luck.
You don't want to blow anyone dead too early, but that's a really tough start. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no other way to put it. They've just not looked good. Anyways, that's about all we've got to cover today in the 50-minute marker. Yeah, we are getting way up there on the podcast. Anyways, that'll wrap up this episode of the Make It Rain podcast. You know the drill from here on out. You can subscribe down below on YouTube. I don't actually have to rush the outro. Follow us on all socials and on Spotify, by the way, at Make It Rain Pod. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Enjoy the games. Get on Flow Hockey. Watch them, assuming it doesn't glitch out. We'll see you next Monday. God bless and have a great week.
Bring back AHL TV.
Yes. The end. Go